Hey guys, welcome back to a bit of a tutorial on my big reactor. I am joined by Joe Tito.
Hey everyone.
I have to say your name like that, by the way.
That's fine.
I get lots of questions about how I built my reactor and why I built it the way I built it. And for the why, Joe Tato can cover that a bit. He dug into the code and all that stuff while he was working on his. And so, yeah, you want to give a brief?
Yeah, I don't know how to say this without being too boring, so I'll keep it brief. So a lot of people build this in the 5-star pattern, if you know what I'm talking about. And so the problem with... Oh, great. Yeah, show them.
Like this.
Exactly. So I don't even know where to start on this, man. So, oh, you could have left that up. Okay, so we'll just start with the most efficient way to have this. And I'm talking about efficiency here. So if you want to, go for most power or the lowest temperature, that's not going to matter. I'm going for most efficiency, which is a better balance between. Yeah, better balance. So if you open up the controller for them, you can show them that 450%. That's the number I'm talking about. And what that number is it's basically just an easy way to tell on how much fuel you're using for the power you're getting. So fuel rods can fertilize each other, and it's weird that's what it's called, but that's just kind of what it's called. They can fertilize each other, and so they can fertilize within, I think it's 1 block between them, and also up to 1 block between them. So you can see these two here are fertilizing each other, these two over here are fertilizing each other, these two here are, and that basically just helps increase. I'm going to use the term radiation, but the amount of radiation that they have. And then that radiation travels 3 blocks and hits the casing. So for every block it travels within the reactor, that radiation is also transferred into power, from what I can tell. So essentially, for just the most efficiency, you want to be able to have as many of these fertilizing each other as they can with 3 blocks and then your casing, if that makes any sense.
And so we did some testing in a single player. He was showing, how did yours go? Yours was, it was like this, wasn't it?
Yeah, mine was like that. Yep.
Yeah, and he was showing me one like this, and well, with my design, that wouldn't work for me because I've got an even numbered build.
The point about this one, so this one I showed you doesn't. I don't believe it requires a 12 by 12, but also you get more fertilization. So you can see this one here in the middle is fertilizing the 2 next to it and also the one across from it. So you get, more bang for your buck, so to say.
Yeah. But that wouldn't work in my build. So I went with that design, which I came up with, and I showed it to him, and we were talking about it with the efficiency and the heat. And if you're not aware, it runs at 980 degrees, and it puts out 20,000 RF. So if you're looking for an efficient build for your reactor, I have yet to see one that's more efficient. His design might be, but yeah, this is
mine was more efficient, but I don't think it's scaled as well. So, I believe mine was taller. Yeah, mine was taller and used gelid cryothium to basically get the same numbers. So,
and so it
just depends on your space issues, really.
Yeah, and if you're looking for, you want high efficiency and a lot of power, that one is a 12 by 12 by 6. This one is 12 by 12 by 12. Right?
It should be, yeah.
Yeah, 12 by 12 by 12. And that one does 20K RF. This one does 47.9K RF.
We'll just call that 48.
Yeah. At 450, give or take, reactivity, which is exactly what, you want 450, and this is at 447 steadily. Yeah.
So a lot of people are going to look at this, and they're going to see 1,400 degrees. That's crazy. But The magic number, from what I can tell, is 900, and that's not too far off from 900 for the. I mean, you're still very efficient there. You're at 450. So
I've seen people build smaller ones with higher heat.
Oh yeah, yep.
All right, and so you can. I mean, it's very easy to see the way it's built. I'm not going to build the entire thing, but it's 12, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then basically what you want to make sure is you have the 3 blocks. So these 3 blocks here, and then this is where your fuel rods are going to go. So you put those, those go there, and then they go up 4 blocks, as you can see in here. And then they have the reactor control rods on top, and I just put, the reactor controller and all that stuff in the top. The only thing that has to be on the side is the redstone ports, apparently. I don't know why, but yeah. So yeah, if you're wondering why I built it the way I built it, this is why. I wasn't looking for the most power I could possibly get, or I would have built it smaller with more fuel rods. I wanted it to burn for a long time. And as it stands right now, how long have I had that reactor? Like a month, right?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, and short of the one time when somebody left it on for some reason, I haven't added fuel to it. So, if I just wanted to explain why I built it the way I built it and how it was built. The main thing you really need, like I say, is the 3 blocks between the fuel rods and the wall. And you want, fuel rods touching each other so that, like he was saying, they fertilize each other's and all of that. Yep. So, yeah, that's why.
So, just a little alternative to, because to build a 12 by 12 by 12, that's going to wait. You have to have a quarry going at least first, right? So this is a pretty compact one right here. And that's an interesting formation in the middle, but that's going to be rather efficient. You're not going to be able to have cooling down between them, but that's not going to matter. And then you can see I'm kind of building this up weird, but that's just to show you a point here. The diagonals from these don't matter. So all of this over here, you could technically not have any coolant in this section of the reactor, and it wouldn't affect the efficiency from what I could tell. Now, don't quote me on that, I guess, because it has been a while since I've checked, and he might have changed that in the update. But the important part is that the north, south, east, west parts of the fuel rods have the coolant. The diagonals, you could save some and not put it there. It won't look as pretty, but...
Well, and, looking at this is a 10 by 10, so if you're going to go 10 by 10, you might as well go 12
Might as well go 12 by 12. No, I completely agree.
The only problem is, point.
I completely agree. You might as well just go 12 by 12.
Yeah. Just make it one bigger around, and there you go. But yeah, like I said, I get asked about it a lot, why I built it the way I built it, and how it's built, just the specs and all that stuff. And the reason I did this one is just to show that it is completely scalable. You just go up. I mean, you can go out if you want. We were talking about, or he was talking about making it even bigger and then adding fuel rods along this line. Like that. Which
all the power.
that's a lot. We may build it and just to see, but yeah. But yeah, I think we've held your time long enough, and so we're going to go ahead and take off. Hopefully you found this useful, and yeah, it helps you with your big reactor and getting the most efficient use out of it. Got anything to add?
No, I think we covered it pretty well.
All right. So yeah, hopefully you found it useful, and we will see you next time.